Um, Thank you for the opportunity. David, is David here? I'm just wondering where you got all that from. Huh? So, because I don't remember sending that, but anyway, I will live with it. So, Eva is laughing at me. So, Winnie and Eva, there's some stakeholder feedback we did not collect, especially on the fees. So, I had some from him that we can include in the feedback you're providing to people. So thank you for the feedback on the fees. It actually aligns with the sentiments we've also shared and provided to the Pharmacy and Poisons Board. And then I also remember Dr. Libea was saying here that he was having challenges when he was going through the online sessions, and I had a lot of challenges with him in the session that I conducted, because every time I would ask, Dr. Libea, can you say something? And he was always quiet. So I'm just imagining he was watching those YouTube videos that he's mentioning when our sessions were going on. So David, you must make sure you check his papers very well to make sure So maybe again, this week has been a heavy one for me. Particularly, I've been in several engagements. I just finished one at about 5 p.m. and had to make my way here. I did not have ample opportunity to prepare for very nice talks like you've heard from John Paul and Eva. And at about 4 p.m. I talked with Juliet. We were just confirming if I will be in this session, and I had to step out of the meeting and write something just to make sure that I'm focused within the topic that I was given to speak to. So you will forgive me if I'm reading, but just to enable me to stay focused within the thematic area that I was asked to speak to. Otherwise, I may stray and start saying things here that are not relevant, and then I misrepresent myself. And I have my industry leaders here, and they will summon me when we go back there for, is it disciplinary or whatever? They will subject me to a lot of questions, and I don't want to answer. So I'll start by extending my heartfelt gratitude to David and the APN team for granting me this privilege once again to participate in this esteemed dinner event. Not that I like eating, but the dinner part also had a networking session, so I'm looking forward to the networking as well. Of course, I will eat once I've finished this part. So it gives me a lot of joy to be present here today and to be surrounded by both familiar faces and new faces. Some of you, I only got to hear or to see you during the sessions virtually. And I'm really happy to finally get to meet and see you in person. I'm here to celebrate the successful culmination of the mentorship program with the class that is finishing their session this time and graduating, hopefully. And it's a true honor to address this gathering once more. I was here last year, and I was able to talk to the class that was graduating then, and I'm happy to speak this time again. And I hope I will not be speaking next time. So this program gives me a lot of joy, and it has a special place in my heart because it's about mentorship and ascribing opportunities for aspiring pharmacists. And these are values that I hold dear to me, and they resonate and align with my personal aspirations as well. And I join others in applauding you for the successful completion of the mentorship program that you just committed to. And again, I commit myself to further engagements and being accessible or being able to respond to you and your needs as you progress along your professional journey. Sometimes time might not allow us to engage as much as we would, but where that time is possible, please feel free to reach out, and where I'm able to assist or to engage and provide further support, I'll be willing to do that. And this is because personally I also attribute much of my success and professional journey to an effective mentorship program. I did not just occur, I did not just happen. Someone held my hands, and this has inspired me and helped me to grow and to reach this point. And I aspire to influence someone else's professional journey as well, just as others have impacted on mine. And I always believe in this adage that we should leave an indelible mark on other people's journeys as well, because others left that mark on us. As we move along, we should also be able and capable to leave a mark on other people's lives. So as you step out into your next professional lives, considering sharing your newfound lessons and skills while you actively participate in the cycle of mentorship. Moreover, you should strive to leave a positive imprint on the accessibility of safe, effective, and high-quality products, because that's why we are all here. We are not just here to talk, learn, and not practice. The reason why we go through this program is because we want to make sure that our populations, the people we are serving, are having safe, effective, and high-quality products. Someone said today that we are all patients. At the end of the day, you will go to a facility to seek care and treatment, and you'd want to have just these high-performing, quality, safe, and effective products being used to treat you. None of us wants to go to a facility where, after the attention we get, we live with questions and doubts if we're ever really going to get well. So you should strive to make your mark there. And as we navigate the challenges of health in this world that persist with its trials, it falls upon individuals like you and me to make this journey bearable, not just for us, but the people who come after us, our families, and so that we should all thrive well. So I go back to the specifics of regulatory policy and the field of regulatory intelligence. And I want to focus particularly on the African landscape and the opportunities it presents for public health security. I was given a specific theme for today's event, and the theme was regulatory workforce development and regulatory system strengthening as an imperative for pandemic preparedness, response, and health system resilience in Africa. And we've had the privilege of engaging in sessions on regulatory policy and intelligence during our virtual meetings. And there we talked a lot, going through the principles, definitions, the principles, and the opportunities that all this afford to us as professionals as we come out to practice. So I will not dwell much into that, but just to remind you that regulatory intelligence involves, it's a systematic process where you gather, analyze, and interpret information related to regulatory affairs for the purpose of making informed regulatory decisions and those that impact on the environment that we are in. As pharmacists, your role is therefore pivotal in staying abreast with regulatory changes, ensuring compliance with evolving standards, as well as adapting practices to meet updated requirements. But we all know that we do not live in a perfect world, and we have significant challenges that affect the environments we operate in. We have diverse regulatory frameworks across the African continent, and this poses significant hurdles for pharmaceutical professionals. JP has talked about the ongoing initiatives, even within the Kenyan space, to streamline practice of pharmacy, as well as to ensure that the environment that you practice in, the products that are coming in the country meet certain standards, and they're able to be used effectively to achieve specific purposes. So it is imperative that we keep pace with these variations and that will guarantee the quality, safety, and efficacy of pharmaceutical products that we interact with. Again, Africa has a multitude of regulatory authorities. It's one continent, 55 countries, and if you can imagine, you're in an organization or a company and aspire to work in each and every country in Africa, having to face 55 regulatory authorities, it's not easy. It's quite a challenge. So we need to understand the landscape and the environment, and we understand that the variations in regulatory requirements, approval processes, and post-marketing surveillance will be there, and they essentially will guide how we operate in those countries. I want to talk about the Africa Medicines Agencies, which is something I wanted to mention because John Paul has ably described that, its functions and everything surrounding it. And I just want you to link back to the discussions that John Paul had. So it is incumbent upon you and me to leverage on this evolving regulatory landscape to contribute our knowledge, expertise, and ourselves to the policy development, as well as advocate for patient safety. Dr. Eva has just talked about self-care issues here. So we should be able to advocate effectively for patient issues and participate in initiatives that enhance regulatory harmonization. So as I finish, I want to shift our focus to the opportunities within the public health security space, which is the other thing that I was asked to touch on. A harmonized regulatory environment can expedite approval processes, potentially increasing access to essential medicines and treatments across the continent. So together we can contribute to the establishment and improvement of pharmacovigilance systems, as well as ensuring prompt identification and management of adverse events, not just for drugs, vaccines, but also for medical devices, as well as diagnostics, and thereby safeguarding public health. So supporting collaborative efforts in regulatory policy will also ensure or lead to capacity building initiatives for healthcare professionals, such as this one that we are doing here today, and the program that you've gone through. This in turn strengthens the overall healthcare infrastructure and contributes to better public health outcomes. So we are hoping that as you leave or you transition out of this program, you're leaving as better individuals, better than you came. And we've had testimonies, at least from 2 people. And I'm really looking forward to hear the testimony from Dr. Ijai, who is the other person we believe that this program has impacted. Is it true? So we should continue to actively engage and influence, as well as we shape the landscape. And this involvement not only ensures compliance, but also presents opportunities to positively impact the public health security through improved access to medicines, enhanced pharmacovigilance, as well as capacity building initiatives. So I finish there, and just like I've said, I'm happy to engage further as our times and opportunities cross. Feel free to reach out, and we'll help to connect you as much as we can. Thank you.